time. Let's go back to baseball real quick because I wanted to get your take on Yoenis Cespedes. You didn't hear anything about what happened. So let me give you the Cliff Notes version of it. Sunday, game time is 1 o'clock. The Mets have a game at 1 o'clock. So I don't know what time teams vary, what time they have to be at the ballpark. Let's just say 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay? So where's Yoenis? I can't find him. Okay, cool. So all over the news now, Mets cannot find Yoenis Cespedes. The Mets wasted no time to put it out there, MLB Network and all this shit. We can't find this dude. We don't know where he's at. Somehow, some way, they find out, okay, we do know he's in good health, but we don't know where he's at. So people are like, the fuck?
But how do you know you're in good health, but you don't know where you're at?
Right. So then it comes out that the game starts. Obviously, he's not there. They had sent security to his room, empty as fuck, his hotel room. Okay? They find out.
Are we allowed to drop F-bombs? We've been doing it all day.
Who watches this? My mom? Sorry. You raised me right. I just, every now and again I slip.
That is true.
But so about 30 minutes, an hour before the game finishes, and again, the time, who the hell knows? But management finds out from his agent that he has decided to opt out of this season.
Just randomly. I'm done. Wow.
Now,
didn't they have to
now there's reports that, look, the Mets handled this wrong. Yoenis handled it wrong. I think most people that know this story, and again, there's some facts that are probably not 100% true either way because it was kind of handled shitty by both parties, but most people can admit it was handled shitty by both parties. But I'm more now about the player who has to face a locker room of teammates. That's a douchey fucking thing to do, bro.
So, you want to get my take on that? So, do you know any facts really, other than just what we've heard? Just basically,
he decided to opt out. My thing is, we both, not professional, but we both played sports our whole damn life. Okay. You don't leave your team like that.
Well, no.
You don't. Dude, you show up Sunday, pregame. You call your teammates, however socially distant you call a team meeting nowadays. I don't know, fucking Zoom everybody. I don't know how you do it. And you express to them their concerns. I think that would have gone over a lot better. You tell management, look, I want to talk to the players and do that the right way. Dude just vanished. So now, I don't know, probably should have found out before we brought it up, but I don't know how much longer he has on that deal. But remember, he signed like a massive deal with the Mets.
Yeah.
So now what? What do you do with that guy? Because how does he have the balls to come back into the locker room at some point? And obviously the teammates, I've heard from like Conforto and Brandon Nimmo and all them, no one's throwing him under the bus. But you can kind of tell they're pretty upset with, about the way it was handled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, regarding the way it was handled, I know that there was a deadline for the NFL as far as for the players. So I'm assuming MLB had something in place where you had to do that. Like there's probably a procedure in order to opt out.
Well,
other than just
you forfeit the money.
I get it.
I don't know if there's an.
What I mean is, there's got to be a process of letting the team know. Other than just
whether there's an official whether there's an official opt out date or not, the right thing to do is talk to your team.
I agree. But my thing is this, because I know you said they're both, because he sounds like a douche to me. So how, in your eyes, why are the Mets also responsible for this?
What I'm reading is that they were really quick to put it out there, kind of like throwing him under the bus, in other words. That instead of trying to figure out what was what, they kind of put it out there
that we can't find
the nation that he couldn't be found. When I also heard when it was, they had gone earlier and checked the hotel, and then of course now the agent's like, no, we let them know beforehand, so it's like that.
So
he said, she said
bullshit. The agent says they know beforehand. So beforehand, let's say
it wouldn't have made the freaking news.
He's saying the team knows, and then they still put it out that they didn't know.
Right.
I don't.
But
believe
my thing
that
is,
for 1 minute.
even if the agent, they let them know beforehand, and I get it's pro sports, and you and I can never and will never relate to that.
They know where their players
sports,
are at all times.
But not only that, your agent contacted the front office.
Right.
You're the motherfucker cashing all these checks.
Exactly.
You don't want to talk to the owner and all that stuff. You want to have the agent do that. Okay, whatever. Not classy in my book.
Right.
But your teammates, your agent's not playing with these people. You are.
Yeah.
Have a talk. And, I mean, who's going to tell you you're a freaking idiot? No, you're concerned about your health. I get it. Or whatever. Because now that's another thing. Now they're saying, this motherfucker ain't concerned about no corona.
No.
He just wanted out.
He just
which
wanted
is
out.
weird because he's forfeiting a lot of money.
And that's what it sounds like. But I mean, I could be wrong. But, yeah, my thing is, I don't blame, you know what? I don't blame, even if the I can't see this, because check this out, and me and you know better than this. If the team doesn't put that out and then something happens or something was really wrong, what would they have said?
Why did the
team wait?
Yeah.
So when the team puts it out, well, why the fuck did they put it out now? You can't win. So they will probably, I'm with them. Put it out. Screw it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Every team, and again, I don't know the backstory, but I do know that if you don't know where your player's at, professional players don't just go AWOL. You're literally in your hotel with the rest of your team. Everybody knows. Everybody gets on the bus. There's no bullshit with that. So if that's the case, he's the jackass. I'm not putting anything on the team for that. They might be mad that the team put it out there. Oh well. Then next time handle it.
Don't do shit.
Then handle it better next time. Sorry. Yes, he should have told his teammate. So yeah, that's ridiculous. You kidding me? No, man. You don't do that. You don't do that to your teammates. You don't do that to the team. And you don't do that to the organization.
And the fans.
Yeah.
And the fans.
That's what I'm saying. You just don't.
My son is 12, and I teach him, you know how I am with him about, like, I mean, you have to be really, really, really sick. I mean, well, now it's COVID, so you got to sore throat, you got to stay home. Hasn't had that happen, so thank God. But before all this, like, oh, you don't want to go to practice today because you're tired, you don't feel great. You got 11 other dudes, you know, expecting for you to contribute. You show up. You show up. I can't believe this guy, you know, again, it's money and all that stuff, but you gotta have the money and also keep your character. I just thought it was a real poor taste, and again, I'm with you. I don't give a shit what the organization did wrong, putting on in for or not. The dude's the multi-millionaire with that fat ass contract, and he's the guy playing with the team. He's got to communicate that with the team. He's got to do it in person, or again, if you want to Zoom everybody, but do it before the game. Don't do it where they're not blindsided game day.
That's what I'm saying. And then on top of that,
Zoom meeting, you know, you're in your hotel room, I'm in mine, and do it the night before.
Yeah, not
the day of the game where those dudes came expecting
their
slugger.
Out there doing warm-ups, and you're like,
their slugger, expecting them to be there. So
now you know that's going to follow him the rest of his career.
Of course.
Because now teams
and he doesn't have the best rep as it is.
That's what I'm saying. So now teams are going to be like, well, we can sign this guy for a lot of money, but he could just up and be like,
oh, he's not getting that contract. Regardless, he's already.
And now you got
he's
teammates
not peaking.
that are like,
he's declining. He's not.
And
he's had injuries and shit. And
and then teammates might be like, well, he would just at the drop of a hat leave us hanging anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might follow him. It might not. But like you said, he doesn't have the best rep as it is.
Yep.